Alright, my name is Adrian Nantchev, and this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So click on the subscribe button below and press the bell notification right next to it for the latest uploads. Now, what is it you should focus on? At the start of the year, I have what is called a to-do list. I've got nothing new there. Which is 25 things that I want to accomplish in general in life. From those 25 things, I will extrapolate and figure out the 5 most important things. And then those 5 things are the 5 things I want to accomplish in the given year. You know, this year, for example, it was write a book, and I've written a book. It's about to be published. And a few other things, I can't remember what's. Oh, create a Udemy course. 1 or 2 other things like that. So yeah, cool. So at the start of the year, figure out 25 goals you want to accomplish, and then pick 5 of them and focus on these 5 only. The other 20 is your not to-do list. Do not focus on these at all. And do not make the mistake that I made, where as soon as you finish one of these things, I replaced it with one of these things over here from the 20 and put it over there. So it meant I've always got 5 things to do, and it slowed things down. My only slight caveat to this one is that throughout the year, and this is very indicative for me, is that you learn and grow and you strive and you change and your priorities change, which is good also, because you always want to ask yourself, am I on the right track? Am I doing the right thing? Is this what I should be working on? Is this really what I need to do? Is this really that important to me? So I kind of look at it now as in like a few other metrics. I think I won't decide to act on something like do this or go there or go to this event, for example, unless it passes a hell yeah test. Unless I'm enthusiastic enough for a hell yeah, I'm not going to go to it. You know, should we go to this event, this networking event? Yeah, not really. Or yeah, I could. Then don't go to it. Should we go to this event? Yeah, that's a good idea. That is. Yeah. Then don't go to it. It's not enthusiastic enough. Should we go to this event? Oh hell yeah, must go to that, definitely. Then go to it. Because unless it reaches a certain minimum, then it's not going to be worthwhile your time. Your time, which is important. Because money comes and goes, but time is very precious. You have to really guard that, be very careful about that, and be very scrutinizing. Everything is about opportunity cost. If I do this, if I record a video, what am I missing out on? In that case, I'm missing out on reading a book. But I know the opportunity cost is I can record this video, then in the future I can upload it, so in the short term I can then start reading the book and finishing it. Everything is opportunity cost. Like I said with those 5 goals and the 20, if you complete one of these, what's the opportunity cost if you add another one of those from the 20 to make it 5 again? What's the opportunity cost? It means there's less time for these 4 original things. Focus. I've come to realise that focus is incredibly important. In 2016, I made a really bad mistake of I was not focused enough. I was writing my first book, non-fiction. I was doing an MLM business, trying to get into property. I had 2 little small businesses going off. One failed like immediately. Other one is still ongoing today. And it's like I was all over the place. I was not focused enough. And that's really bad. You need to be much more focused in what you're doing. I've come to realise that focus and discipline go hand in hand. Discipline, like the hell yeah, and opportunity cost. Thinking, is my time really that worthwhile? Should I really do this? Should I really work on that? Be very tight and scrutinise what you focus on. Because time is fleeting. So 25 goals, and then 5 goals to find what you want to do, to find what you want to create. And do those things. And there's a little thought experiment, or a little experiment I did years ago, which is, here's the alphabet, and here's the letters, the corresponding. So A1, B2, C3, etc. If you go, say both of them at the same time, A1, B2, C3, blah, 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 all the way forth. Notice how long that takes compared to if you went A, B, C, D, all the rest. And then you went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all the rest. Doing them individually, you can do them much faster than if you did both of them at the same time. That is a little thought experiment I did years ago, and I realised then the real importance of importance, and it's like of focus, the importance of focus, and it's like, yes, that's it, to do just that. So focus your time, don't allow yourself to be distracted, focus on the important stuff, but always ask yourself whether what you're doing and working on is important, because you always want to be reflective, always want to be thoughtful about, is this the direction I really want to go? Because there's no point in achieving something and then you realise it's not for you, or worse, you regret it. Always think what it is you want. For example, I'm in the middle of creating my newer version of the 5 list kind of thing. There's actually like about 3 or 4 on there, to be honest, because I'm trying to really focus it down. And one of them I'm thinking of dropping because there's some problems with regards to benchmarking, and I'm not quite sure if the ROI will be really worthwhile. But on the flip side, it's very inexpensive, very cheap. So what I might do is it's November now, so November to say February, roughly, I will experiment to see how profitable it really is, or how worthwhile it is. We'll experiment with it. If at that point it doesn't work, then just drop it. Other two, one thing that's worthwhile also focusing on is something what I've come to realise, it's called reliable remuneration. And I've got something like that, so that's really useful, and it's from home as well, so really good leverage. So focusing on that, while focusing on creating content, because the opportunity cost will be in the future, SEO, awareness, presence, people will know, like and trust me, and I can leverage that later on when I publish another book, another non-fiction book. So videos, and investing as well. So we're transitioning from one form of reliable remuneration to another one. In the much long term, we're transitioning into like dividends and stock investing via a holding company. So I'm focusing on those things. And this other thing, I'm not going to talk about it because different reasons, is that it's no benchmark, so maybe low priority, and maybe like drop it. But because the opportunity cost is so small, it might be worthwhile doing it just to see what happens. And there is proof of concept already, so that's why I'm focusing and thinking, what should I do? What should I focus on? What's worth my time? If a year from now, for example, will I regret this, or will I regret that, or will this be efficient? Will this be effective? All these different metrics. It's worth also understanding that unless the problem will be out of mind 5 years from now, then don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There's no point in worrying about it. If this problem is not going to impact you 5 years from now, don't worry about it. Out of mind, out of sight. So my question for you, the question of the day today is, what are you focusing on? What are you focusing on, and how are you going to focus on it? What are you focusing on, and how are you going to focus on it? I've just talked about my few things, but what about you? What and how are you focusing on? Comment below, share. Remember also that this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So click on the subscribe button below and press the bell notification right next to it for the latest uploads. How cool is that?